Truecaller has 356 million of user base. But then how on earth does Truecaller have a data of 5.7 billion contacts in their database? The answer lies in their business model. The ones who know the insights of this business model call it evil. A business model which is banned by Europe but have found a loophole and is operating flawlessly mainly in India and generating crores and crores of revenue but paying almost no taxes to this country. Yes, you heard it right. India, which was allegedly ranked 37th in the World Tax Competitive Index, faced tax evasion by Truecaller. And if you're thinking, how is that even possible? Why is social media not talking about it? Then allow me to introduce you to the obnoxious business model of Truecaller. So, in this video, you'll learn about how Truecaller made its way to become a monopoly, a business model you might have never heard of. Thirdly, the Truecaller's allegations, and most importantly, the steps that will ensure your privacy from apps like Truecaller. And before moving on, I would request you to please click on the like button, as each one of your contribution will help this channel to grow with our mission to amplify the business minds like you while serving the new ideas and knowledge. Thank you. And right here, you'll see the number of times I said Truecaller in this video. So, Truecaller is not a Chinese but an app registered in Sweden. And when the government was mainly focused towards banning Chinese apps, Truecaller got saved from the ban. Even though the Indian Army officially suggested that we uninstall the Truecaller app. But who would know Indians better than you and me? So as usual, we ended up underestimating the risk factors involved. We installed it, gave it an average rating of 4 out of 5 stars. And guys, can you imagine the number of downloads from Play Store? It's more than a billion downloads on Play Store. So being a global company, Truecaller generated a revenue of $37.49 million or 311 crore rupees. Not in the whole year, but just in the first quarter of FY 2023. In the first quarter, with Indians contributing about 77% to it. And if we talk about their financial report of 2022, they made roughly 830 crores. It's pretty clear that we Indians seem to love this app. But sorry to say people, your daily app doesn't care about your privacy, especially if you are an Indian. The application has been surrounded in multiple controversies from past couple of years. And one such case came up when an American agency conducted an investigation into their suspicious operations. It's known as Viceroy Research, and the reports are surprising. What I mean is that this app is constantly accused of breaching its users' data. Additionally, the Indians' data, the phone numbers and email addresses, was found to be sold on dark web for 2,000 euros, and global users' data was priced at 25,000 euros. It's sad to not just see the data breach by Truecaller, but also such inequality with Indians even in the data breach. Well, I found more interesting things. And now let me switch the gears. To understand anything about this company, it's important to first understand their business model first. And then you'll understand exactly how you can save yourself from this modern age data mining. So guys, Truecaller routes can be linked with a give and take mechanism from its users. Whenever you download Truecaller in your smartphone, you end up giving all the data to the company, and in return for the access to the app's exclusive features. Apparently, it stores all your data on its cloud servers, and when someone demands that data, the algorithm instantly fetches it from servers. For better understanding, let me give you an example. So now, let's assume I just bought a new SIM card and a new smartphone, and I don't have the Truecaller app with me. And now, there are 3 friends of mine, and all 3 of them have Truecaller in their devices. First guy saves my number as Abhinav Bro. Second one saves my number as Abhinav Dobriyal. And the third guy saved my name as Abhinav Bhaiya. So now Truecaller's algorithm is sure that my first name is Abhinav and will tag my first name surely as Abhinav. And then its algorithm will analyze the last name. One was Bro, The second one was Bhaiya. It's sort of like an abbreviation. And then finally, it will tag my number as Abhinav Dobriyal, as the last name seemed much more relevant than the other two. So if you see, despite me not accepting their terms and conditions, not even installing their app, they still have my details saved in their database. And how is that even fair or even legal? And even if I call someone random who uses Truecaller in their device and I don't, my number with the tagged name will appear on their screens. And remember guys, I still don't have the app with me. All of this process happens in milliseconds and it's getting better every day. This clearly shows that you don't even need to install the app or even have a smartphone for your details to surface on their servers. Now let's assume I'm an official in the Secret Service of India and I have 400 contacts and emails of fellow secret agents and senior officials who don't use Truecaller, including me, for security reasons. But I wanted to check the name of an unknown number calling me over and over. And for that, I took the decision of installing Truecaller for just 15 minutes. And as soon as I will install the app, they will fetch all the details of the 400 list of people who don't use Truecaller with their email IDs. Now, it doesn't matter if I immediately uninstall the app or not. They have all my data with them. And it's scary. Why? Because that was the country's sensitive and precious data that went to a Swiss app who can detect their number just by searching their names on their servers. And might tap it, God knows. And I hope now you have a better understanding of how this app managed to collect contact of 5.7 billion users while having a customer base of just 356 million users. And it will never be a surprising thing for us if we would have cared to read the privacy policy for just 5 minutes. As in their policy, it clearly says they can collect, they can use, and they can share their users' data. But how, what, and where? You don't see many explanations for that. And just a humble reminder to my YouTube family, please click on the like button if you are learning something new, as this small move of yours will help push this video and our vision to spread more business awareness. Thank you. This app is on a mission to protect you from unwanted spam calls. At least this is what Truecaller claims. And it does so quite effectively, without any doubt. Yet, in the process, it makes spamming easier too, because we allowed them. And they can legally read our messages, even the banking ones. And they know how much account balance you are left with. And if your balance is lower than a certain limit, then you might start getting loan or credit card calls. So probably most of us never pay much attention to it, but this is a glimpse of what Truecaller gets from your phone. Number one is your location, then your IP address, your device ID and your manufacturer, your hardware settings, your SIM card usage and operator, your web browsing history, oh my god, your contact list and your SMS and call logs, even including the messages that are from your bank. And this list is not exhaustive. This is just few of the privacy terms that you sign. And data breaching is just one aspect. I'm sure most of my YouTube family know about it. But let's talk about something major, which is the financial damage that Truecaller has caused to our nation. This app has been scamming our country and government by paying negligible tax since its presence in India. According to the reports by Viceroy, when income tax arrives at the gate of Truecaller office, they become a Swedish company to evade taxes. And when Indian regulators knocks the door, the Truecaller then identifies itself as a proud Indian company. Confusing, right? Also, do you know how big this company became with Indians' help? Well, it's big enough to generate enough revenues per year to be listed on the stock market. And they're not listed on National Stock Exchange or Bombay Stock Exchange. They could have, but it's listed in the Nasdaq Stockholm. However, things are changing now, and I feel really proud to let you guys know that we will soon have our own safer and better alternative to Truecaller. TRAI is all set to launch its own app named Mobile Gyan, which will provide its users with the same features as Truecaller, but it will be more safer and better for Indian use. The Swadeshi app is surely a better alternative to a private company which has just bottled up its bank accounts. And as promised in the start of the video, the 3 important mantras you must know as a 21st century citizen to protect you and your family from such data miners. First, always cross-check the permissions that the app asks you to allow. If a caller identification app asks for an access to your gallery, well, it's a red flag. Secondly, always download the app from trusted sources, preferably Play Store and App Store. A pirated or cracked version of an app might give you an access to all its features but will end up phishing all your data. I've seen this happening. And finally, please watch this short clip. Now, if you care about your privacy, please watch this video. Now, you just go towards your settings and within the settings, go to Privacy Center. In the Privacy Center, scroll down and then you'll find this. Restrict processing my data. Click on it and then press yes. After that first step, there is another one. Go to Google and type Truecaller unless. Click on the first search result. Now they'll tell you the number of reasons why you shouldn't do that. If you care for your privacy for that particular number, you just click on this no I want to unless and type your phone number here, fill in the captcha, click on unless. Well, we have seen the number still getting shown up even after you unless the number. If that is the case with you, you can drop an email to the Truecaller and they'll help you out. And guys, I request you to please support us by sharing this video to your friends and family to spread knowledge and awareness. And to learn more about such interesting topics, please click on these videos.